Practice problem number 2 gives us two functions again. We're going to be comparing function a, which is a table, with function b, which is an equation. And as we look through, this is a pretty challenging problem. We're going to have to select more than one correct answer. They're going to have us compare the y-intercepts for function a with function b. And as I read through the answer choices, I also see we're going to have to look at the rate of change, or the slope, for each one. So I'm going to use the whiteboard to make sense of if I'm going to compare the y-intercepts and the slopes for function a and function b, the easiest things to do is to come up with what is the y-intercept and what is the slope. So for function a, we have this table here. We see when x is 1, y is 2, when x is 3, y is 10. One challenge here, you'll notice the y-intercept is not listed in the table. So the first thing I'm going to do is determine the rate of change, or the slope, to help me understand what that y-intercept might be. I see here I could use any two rows to measure the y change and the x change to get my slope. I'm going to happen to pick the second and the third row because I see the x is only jumping by 1 unit there. That's going to give me my unit rate. And when the x jumps by 1, y jumps by 4 units. Y will increase by 4 as x increases by 1. I could double check that's the same thing as increasing. It's the same rate. If you double that, plus 8 plus 2 is what we see between these two rows. So I know my slope, y increases by 4 each time x increases by 1. There's my rate of change, my slope. And that slope is also going to help me work backwards. I really wanted to know at the end of the day, when x is 0, what is y going to be, because we need to know the y-intercept. So if we go back by 1, if we move backwards by 1, the y value's got to move backwards by 4. That's how I can recognize the y-intercept for function a is 0 and -2. I also know the slope is 4 over 1. When I take a look at function b, the slope, the m, is 3. Every time x increases by 1, y will increase by 3. And then the y-intercept is the plus b here. In this case, it's a positive 4. So at that point, I can see function a's slope is bigger than function b's slope. Function b has a bigger y-intercept, positive 4, than function a, which has -2. So that can help me understand which of the correct answers I want to be picking out. The y-intercepts, neither one of them are equal. Again, function b has the larger y-intercept, so one of my two correct answer choices is going to be answer choice b. Another way to say that is function a has the smaller y-intercept. -2 is less than the y-intercept for function b, which is positive 4. And then the other answer choice that I need is going to have to show me that the slope, or the rate of change for function a, which is 4 over 1, is greater than the slope over here, which is 3 over 1. So I find the one answer choice f, the rate of change for function f, is greater. 4 over 1 is greater than the rate of change over here for function b. So that's how I see that f is my second correct answer here.